Hello, in this video I'm going to be talking about the severe risk for parts of Florida as this big storm system makes its way through. The potential for this storm bringing tornadoes as agreements come together, and along with that, the storm prediction has put out a citing risk for severe storms for parts of Florida. Along with that, this system will bring some very strong winds itself, and along with that, very heavy rainfall. So let's get right into the video. Alright everybody, so now let's get right in towards the video. So right now, if you live in parts of Florida, get ready for the threat for severe storms and also heavy rain, strong winds as very strong low pressure. You might as well call it a chocolate system because it looks just like a chocolate system. But if you live in parts of Florida, get ready for severe storms because this chocolate system will bring lots of heavy rain, lots of strong winds, and heavy winds. And also, my folks in the Midwest, you also have a storm system moving through y'all, but it's not really bringing much of anything severe, just clouds and showers. Pacific Northwest, the Northwest including California, just seeing some clouds and rain and moisture, not really nothing severe. So all our severe focus, all our focus is going to be in the southeast U.S. where we got the worst weather. So now let's get right into towards the video. So first of all, let's head right over towards the Storm Prediction Center because we didn't get upgraded to an enhanced chance, but we still got that citing risk. But the thing is, it has expanded. I don't know why they expanded this because I don't think we're going to see no tornadoes in Jacksonville. The ingredients there is very, very low. My main focus of tornadoes are actually going to be South Florida in the Southwest Atlantic Ocean because the thing is the perimeters are going to be much higher in the Southwest Atlantic Ocean. But we do have a severe risk for today. Parts of Florida, South Florida, Central Florida, even Jacksonville, which is I won't even say to see severe storms because you don't have enough greens. You don't have that cape. You don't really have much dew points. But thing is, we still got the risk. We're still in the risk. So tornadoes are possible for y'all. So Orlando, Florida, Melbourne, Florida, Tampa, Florida, under gun for severe storms. Here's your scene states at risk for severe storms today. There is a tornado threat today. Here's a tornado threat. Here's a tornado risk. 5% risk for tornadoes. Here's your scene states at risk for the tornado threat today. There is a damaging wind threat. Here's your season states at risk for the damaging wind threat. So now, let's get right into towards the video. So right now, what's causing the severe storms, which is y'all already know, this low pressure, this very strong storm system that's making its way through that looks just like a chocolate storm will bring severe storms. And it's always in that upright crossing of a system, of a chocolate system, a hurricane that has the severe storms because that's where the greens comes from. That's where the windshield is at, the best windshield, the best turning the winds, the best instability, the best cape, best everything you need for severe storms is in that upright crossing of a chocolate system. Even though it's not a chocolate system, it's just like a chocolate system because it will bring chocolate storm conditions, heavy rain just like a normal chocolate system does, even though it's not, just a big southeastern. That's what I would call this system. I would call it a southeastern because it's going to bring a lot of storms for parts of the southeast. And also, once it gets through from being a southeastern, it's going to be a northeastern as it gets towards the northeast. So let's look at the ingredients. So do you have the low level winds? Yes, these are winds 5,000 feet above our heads. And the reason why this matters is because this determines how strong a tornado threat is going to be. So the stronger these low-level winds are, the stronger the threat for tornadoes. And even that, guys, the surface winds is even going to be strong enough to support tornadoes. Because I think if you live in the east coast of Florida, you're going to have surface winds over 30 knots. Yes, very strong. So by the time we get further out, look at this, guys. Now, this is not going to be until like late night hours is when this system is going to start bringing the tornado threat. So that's the most dangerous thing about this. This is going to be a nighttime event. And a lot of people are sleeping. Now, if you're not watching my couple of videos, I think a couple months ago about the severe risk we had back in October for parts of Florida that produced, I think, over 4 or 5 tornadoes. We dealing with something similar like that, but the thing is, the different about this thing is this one's a much stronger system, so the best chance of seeing tornadoes will be much higher. So even though I don't have those videos on my YouTube channel anymore, I deleted them because they were getting very bad views, very bad everything. So my channel really wasn't growing good back then. But thing is, look at this. Look at these low-level jet winds, guys. These are very strong winds. Look at this pocket of white right here. That's winds blowing anywhere from 7 to 74 knots in the low levels in the atmosphere. That's very, very strong. Back towards the South Florida, Miami, you got winds anywhere from 74 to 78 knots, just 5,000 feet above our heads. Yes, that's very, very concerning. And you better hope that no storm moves through y'all because if it does, it's gonna be bad for y'all. Cause the thing is, you got the right ingredients to see tornadoes. In Miami, you don't want to see no tornadoes, please. But look at this, guys. The lower jet winds does get much stronger as it get out in the ocean. And that's why even though nobody lives out there, I think the best chance that's going to see tornadoes is probably the fish. Because that's where the best ingredients is going to be at. The best highest Cape, the best low level winds, the best 2 points, and best everything you need for tornadoes. But still, we're going to still see a decent amount of tornadoes for parts of South Florida. And this system does make its way towards the Carolinas. And boy, look at this. You look at this little pocket right here. That's low level winds over 100 knots. So yeah, that's very, very bad. So now, how about Cape? Now, Cape up here is not going to be good enough. That's why I'm saying Jacksonville, you really not going to see pretty much no tornadoes because you don't have that Cape. Like, look at this. You still going to need Cape, guys. Look at this. Parts of Jacksonville barely even seeing Cape. Like, that's nothing. But look at this, guys. Jacksonville, you're going to be anywhere from 1,000 to, not 1,000, 100 to 200 joules per kilogram. That's definitely not enough to support severe storms. But look at this. Focus on South Florida where we got the highest Cape. Got Cape values anywhere from 1,000 to 1,218 joules per kilogram. That includes Miami, Florida. So Miami, Florida, you do have the risk of severe tornadoes today. Look at this. Parts of west coast of Florida, you got those higher enough Cape values to support tornadoes. Look at this. Enough energy to support severe storms. But look at this. Once this storm to make its way out on the ocean, look how high these Cape values get out on the ocean. Yes, that's why the best chance of seeing tornadoes is going to be the fishes, because the highest ingredients are going to be out in the Southwest Atlantic. So now I want to show you the dew points. Dew points need to be at least 60 degrees or higher, which we definitely got that. So, look at this. Especially for parts of west coast of Florida, the South Florida. Look at these. You got dew points in the upper 60s or low 70s. So, we can definitely put a check at the dew points because we definitely got that. So, now, our significant tornado parameter. And this is based on all the ingredients. So, to get the significant tornado parameter, it adds on the wind chill, the instability, the Cape, the dew points, all the greens you need for severe storms or tornadoes. And that's how we get it. So the chance of tornadoes, so the higher the numbers are, the best chance of seeing tornadoes, the favorable conditions that can see tornadoes. So look at this. If you live in parts of the west coast of Florida, yes, we got these parameters here, guys. So if you live in the west coast of Florida, including Tampa, you will see tornadoes because the tornado parameters are in the medium range. And also towards South Florida getting very close to the medium range. So look at this. As it makes its way through, it moves through Florida, Central Florida. You do have a chance of seeing tornadoes too. South Florida, look at this. You're in that medium change. You're getting very close to that dark red right there. For parts of Miami, significant tornado parameter is high. But look at this. Out towards the ocean where nobody lives at, also would see tornadoes. Yes, tornadoes in the ocean because that's where the highest ingredients are going to be for tornadoes. So now I want to show y'all the updraft heuristic tracks. So based what this means is every time you see a track, that's a rotating storm. Now every time a storm rotates, it doesn't always produce a tornado, but the thing is, the stronger the rotation is, meaning the darker the colors are, the stronger the rotation is, and those darker color tracks has the best chance of seeing tornadoes. But look at this. The interesting thing about this is look at this. All the tracks, all the most tracks and the highest tracks are actually out in the Southwest Atlantic. Even the Bahamas get some threat for tornadoes too. Yes, Bahamas do get tornadoes, guys, not just the U.S., but these people over here do see tornadoes too. Tropical systems do bring tornadoes, but look at this. Majority of the tracks, according to the Triple H Wolf model, is showing that majority of the tracks, the strongest tornadoes will probably be out in the ocean. But the thing is, anywhere you see a number, it's a rotating track. And these numbers are pretty low. So I think South Florida has the best chance of seeing tornadoes, because that's where we got the best ingredients. So now I want to get right in towards the radar, what the radar is going to look like. So even though if you're not going to see severe storms, guys, and just keep that in mind, you don't have to see severe storms, because even if you don't see severe storms, the system is always going to bring very heavy rain, very strong winds, and it will cause significant flooding. So let's look at the rainfall. So look at this, guys. As we get later out the day, as we get in towards the afternoon hours, look at this. A lot of rain start making its way towards the whole state of Florida. Is getting impacted by a lot of rain. But look at this. until we get in towards the late night hours, look at this. The worst rain, the worst winds will start to come in for parts of Central Florida, East Coast of Florida. Look at this. Look at all this red, bands of red. This will definitely cause significant flooding if you live in any of these parts of Florida I'm circling right here. East Coast of Florida, the whole East Coast of Florida, going to be pounded with a lot of rain at 1 o'clock in the morning. So yes, the system going to bring lots of heavy rainfall. And then he make his way through out of here, I think about Sunday. So now I want to show you the system. So the European model is showing that yes, it's going to be a very strong system. But the thing is, it still has it off the coast of South Carolina. So South Carolina, even it's still off the coast, it's still going to bring some big impacts for y'all. But that's a very strong system just off the coast of South Carolina. So now I want to show you how much rain this system going to bring. So the European model is showing that yes, Florida get ready for a lot of rain with this system. Look at this. If you live in parts of the East Coast of Florida, you can see anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain. The heaviest rain is probably going to be like up towards the Panhandle, Florida through Georgia. You got the heaviest chance of seeing rain. We can see anywhere from 3 to possibly 6 inches of rain. And these pockets of gray, guys, are in 8 inches of rain. So if you're not gray, that pocket of gray, that's 8 inches of rain. So the GFS model is showing the same thing, but less ballistic when it comes to the rainfall. More ballistic up here towards South Carolina, but we're not talking about y'all yet. So less ballistic on the GFS model. GFS model is showing that you can see anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain for the East Coast of Florida, the Panhandle, Florida, and Georgia. You can see anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain, getting very close to 5 inches of rain too in some localized areas. So the excessive rainfall outlook. Yes, we do have the risk. And did they just, what happened? Did they just took the severe, the rainfall risk out of Florida? Because why don't I'm seeing it? Oh, no. I think they updated something. Yeah, they updated this. So, Florida, even though you can't see it right now, it might pop on this excessive rainfall outlook later, but you're under a slightly risk for flood, even though it's not on. Yeah, they updating this, so that's why it's not showing up right now. So, we're going to go ahead and move on. But look at this. Let's focus on the winds. If you're not going to see severe storms, guys, you're still going to see very powerful winds with the system by itself. Winds are going to be very strong. So we're going to look at the sustained winds. Look at this, guys. Just off the east coast of Florida, if not on the east coast of Florida, and those barren islands, including Cocoa Beach, Satellite Beach, you know those little cities, those small cities on the barren island of Satellite Beach, yes, you're going to see some very strong winds. You got winds anywhere from 32 to 36 mile per hour sustained winds. Very, very strong. And these sustained winds gets much ballistic as we get towards the late night hours. Look at these very strong winds making its way through. Then it moves throughout towards Georgia and South Carolina. So wind gusts. The system will bring some very strong wind gusts. Look at this. If you live on the east coast of Florida, you can see wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Miami, Florida, the southeast coast of Florida, you can see wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Getting very close to hurricane force winds just offshore. So yeah, very strong winds with that. The GFS model showing the same thing. The GFS, a little bit less ballistic when it comes to the winds, but still more ballistic when it comes to the sustained winds out towards the Lake Ocean, where winds get very close towards 62 knots. Very strong system for y'all. But still, very powerful winds for parts of Florida. Look at this. The wind gusts gonna be really massive. Look at this. You can see up to 50 mile per hour wind gusts for the east coast of Florida, South Florida. You got wind gusts anywhere from 40 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts. Very strong winds. Look at this. GFS model showing that parts of west coast of Florida you can see wind gusts up to 50 mile per hour. So very strong for y'all. So now, because these winds gonna be so strong, and like I said in my last video, if you live on the east coast of Florida, you gotta stay out of these beaches. These waves are not gonna be nice to y'all. Look at this. As we get later out today, guys, nobody surfs at middle of the night, so it really don't even matter. But even that, guys, even waking up Sunday morning, these waves still gonna be pretty huge. So still not a good time to go out to the beach. Parts of South Carolina, North Carolina, which you don't really need to go to the beach for this time of the year because it's cold. Still, stay off these beaches. These waves gonna be anywhere from 18 to 20 feet waves, so it's gonna be very, very high. And look at this. Even parts of North Carolina gonna see some very high waves too. So now, this is going to be it for this video. I hope you like this video. If you do, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace.